With global temperatures the worst on record, negotiators in Copenhagen have been trying to bridge the gaps and come up with a viable, acceptable agreement to combat climate change. On Friday, the conference got a boost from the European Union. EU leaders meeting in Brussels announced substantial funding for the effort. British Prime Minister Gordon Brown and French President Nicolas Sarkozy said their countries would lead the effort.
Today I can announce, and President Sarkozy is announcing, our contributions as Britain and France to this fund. Our contribution will be at least £1.5 billion over the 3 years, and we also believe that Europe will be able to show today it will pay its share of the $10 billion fund.
That's over $2 billion from London and Paris, with the EU as a whole committing over $10 billion over the next 3 years. The money will help poor countries implement measures to fight global warming. The commitment was welcomed at the Copenhagen conference. UN climate chief Ivo de Boer called it a major boost.
It really is very encouraging indeed that Europe has now agreed to a sum that it is willing to contribute towards short-term finance.
Cutting greenhouse gas emissions is the other key issue facing negotiators. The gases are largely blamed for the rise in global temperatures. A draft document is calling for the world to reduce greenhouse gas emissions by 50% from 1990 levels by 2050, with industrialized nations taking the lead. The U.S. has proposed cutting its emissions by 17% by 2020, but based on 2005 levels. That's not nearly enough, say environmentalists. Damon Moglen is climate campaign director at Greenpeace, the environmental group. He's focused on President Obama, who will attend the conference in the final days.
We believe President Obama needs to come here to Copenhagen and announce that he is going to enact a policy in line with the science. Significant emissions reductions and a significant finance number that is going to be in line with the needs of the developing world, which is now challenged immediately by the immediate impact of climate change.
When President Obama and some 100 world leaders gather in Copenhagen to wrap up the conference, pressure will be on to produce a deal. Sonja, VOA News, London.